just here on my journey and he's in my way. I'm going to take him out the way. I'm going to continue on my journey.
I hope your medical aid is on date because you're going out on your face.
It's just another stepping stone close to achieving my goals. I'm going to get knocked out.
I'm going to win. You're going to see my hand raised at the end of the evening.
He's not ready for the trouble.
Just want to break him mentally. He needs to start planning what's going to happen.
Junaid, I hope you're ready. This is going to be your toughest battle. Definitely going to be your hardest one in EFC.
I'm ready for war. I'm going to smash him.
I'm the better fighter, and I'm going to come out with that belt.
This is the official weigh-in for EFC 72, live from Grand West, Cape Town, South Africa.
And we are live from the Grand West Casino and Entertainment World, Cape Town, South Africa. This is the official weigh-in for EFC 72. We have an incredible night of fights lined up for you, including the lightweight championship bout between the champion from South Africa, Martin van Staden, and the challenger, the former champion, Dave Mazzani. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce our EFC team. First up is the EFC president, Cairo Howarth, in the house. EFC matchmaker, Graham Cartmel. Part of our EFC broadcasting team, Mr. Simon Stevens. From the commission, Vicky Swart. And our new Hexagon girl, Danielle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get things cracking. It's a big fight in the lightweight division between Serge Kasanda and Chris Dove. First up to the scale, Chris Dove. Chris Dove weighs in at 69.95 kilos. And now his opponent, Serge Kasanda. The last number weighs in at 69.8 kilos. Next up is a welterweight matchup between Francois Koundari and Hermie Drotsky. First up to the scale, Hermie Drotsky. $72.8 kilos for Hermie Drotsky. Now his opponent, Francois Koundari. The Saint weighs in at 72.9 kilograms. Next up is a featherweight bout between Dwayne Jones and Anthony Mailer. Welcome first, Anthony Mailer. The Outlaw, Anthony Mailer, weighs in at 68.15 kilos. He was unable to meet the contracted weight. And now his opponent, Dwayne Jones. $65.4 kilos for Dwayne Jones. And now to welterweight class between Regis Miyambu and Bruno Makulu. First up to the scale, Bruno Makulu. Bruno the Major Makulu at 71.25 kilos. Next up to the scale, Regis Miyambu. Frosty weighs in at 70.8 kilograms. Next up, we have a heavyweight clash between Willem Smith and Matunga Chikasa. First up to the scale, Matunga to Chikasa. Triple H Power weighs in at 107.4 kilos. Next to the scale, Willem Smith. $102 kilos for Willem Smith. And now kicking off your main card for EFC 72, a welterweight bout between Luke Michael and Armand Skippers. Please welcome to the scale, Luke Michael. Luke Michael makes weight at 76.8 kilos. Armand Skippers was unable to make the contracted weight, is currently trying to make that weight. He has up to 2 hours to make the contracted weight for the fight. Next up is a welterweight matchup between Justin Smith and Giovanni Pretorius. Please welcome to the scale, Giovanni Pretorius. Mr. Pretorius weighs in at 76.65 kilograms. Now please welcome his opponent, Justin Smith. The Power weighs in at 77 kilos. Your next bout is a bantamweight matchup between Faiz Jacobs and Tumasang Madiba. First up, Tumasang Madiba. The President weighs in at 60.95 kilos. And now his opponent, Faiz Jacobs. The Troublemaker makes weight at 61 kilos. Next up is a middleweight matchup between Gideon Drotsky and Junaid Banks. Please welcome to the scale, Junaid Banks. The Jabberwocky weighs in at 83.95 kilograms. Now please welcome the former EFC light heavyweight champion, Gideon Drotsky. $82.55 kilos for the Juggernaut. All right. Gideon, come right here. Gideon Drotsky, you're right here in Cape Town once again, fighting in front of all your fans, your friendly, everybody is here. They want to see you fight. And this opponent has had a lot to say to you. How's that making you feel? How's that motivating you?
He doesn't know anything. I've already beat upon me from England. It's now on to the second one, and that's the story. It's going to end there. Tomorrow night is the night, and he's going to fail miserably.
A new stage in your career, fighting at middleweight. How was the cut? How did that go? Do you feel comfortable in this division?
I feel lighter. I feel faster. You're going to see it definitely. You're definitely going to see a new me. It's going to be I'm going to take the middleweight by storm, and tomorrow night it starts.
Do we get a prediction? How's this one going to end tomorrow?
First round KO, done.
Boom, there it is. Predictions in. Thank you so much, Gideon. Junaid Banks, welcome to the EFC officially. Big matchup against the former light heavyweight champion. How are you feeling about this fight?
I'm feeling like this boy is going to go to sleep in the first. Oh, he's done all this effort trying to get down to middleweight. He's going to be dropping to welterweight after this. You mark my words. He's done. He's already done.
Yeah, you've had a lot to say leading up to this matchup. I mean, what kind of game plan do you have coming up against a guy like Gideon Drotsky who's been to the top of the mountain in this organization?
He's about to get smashed. Bleed, cut open, and he might even die. Who knows?
There it is. Junaid Ebanks, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a closer look at your main event of EFC 72.
I want to fight Martin because we're gentlemen and we're going to go get it done.
What do you make of Dave's fight style, and how do you think that fight goes? How do you beat Dave Mazzani?
I throw leather, he keeps his head still. I'm trying to hit him on his chin. You know, I try and finish fights with striking, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to put him away.
I want to be the EFC champion again. The title, winning it in somebody else's backyard, traveling 30 hours, going across 9 time zones, and fight a man that has had a camp that studied me over and over and over. And if I could beat that guy for a title, that's a huge accomplishment.
I'm gonna smash him. That's my goal. I want to viciously dispose of this gentleman and then move on.
Everybody has a game plan until they get punched in the face. I'm the better fighter, I'm gonna be more prepared, and I'm gonna come out with that belt.
Martin van Staden versus Dave Mazzani for the EFC Lightweight World Championship. Proudly brought to you by Keith Ho Bet Exchange.
And please welcome the former champion from the USA, Dave Mazzani. The Pain Train weighs in at 69.95 kilograms. Now please welcome your defending champion, Martin van Staden. The Punisher makes weight at 69.75 kilograms. All right, I'm standing by here with the defending champion, Martin van Staden. That has to feel good to hear. You are the new champ, but they say you're not really the champion until you defend that title. What is your outlook? How are you feeling leading up to this fight?
You know, this is my 37th fight. This will mark it. Tomorrow night I'm going to step out there, do my job, do what I love. We're two great warriors, but tomorrow night I'll raise my hand in victory and defend that strap.
You know, obviously you've been very respectful between you two. I mean, it seems like in the fights, in your previous fights, you've had to get mad, you've had to get angry, not really like your opponent. How's it been going against a guy like Dave that's been super respectful leading up to this fight?
Yeah, Dave's a nice guy, I'm a nice guy. We need to do our job tomorrow night. It's made it easier. We don't need emotions here. We just need to fight.
Has to be a different game plan other than a Gavin Hughes, Dave Mazzani, a different beast. How do you prepare for a guy like Dave?
Yeah, no, look, Dave's got heavy hands and he's got good wrestling. I can't see him trying to stand with me for long before he shoots, and then we'll deal with that and get on top of him. Who knows what's going to happen? But I'll get my hand raised tomorrow night.
Well, there it is. The champion, Martin van Staden, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring in the train, my fellow American, Dave Mazzani. And Dave, obviously you're this close now to reclaiming that title that you fought so hard to get to originally. I know it was a big letdown losing it. Now finally on the eve of that, what's going through your head right now? What sort of feelings?
I'm thinking about redemption. I'm thinking about getting what I feel like is mine. Yeah, I made a mistake a few fights ago and I lost my title. But again, this is a point of no return. I'm landing. I'm shooting flaming arrows to my boats. There's no point of return. Burn the boats, baby. That's right. Dave the Pain Train Mazzani is coming to get his title right now.
Well, I don't even know how I follow that up. Obviously, you got a lot of fans here. You're the only foreign fighter in this organization that has this huge fan base in South Africa. What do you have to say to your fans that are coming to watch you here in Cape Town?
Fighting to me is about respect. Again, me and Martin, we have some good respect for each other. We're both warriors. We both gone in and proved ourselves as fighters, and now that's why we're clashing tomorrow night, August 11th, for the EFC. But again, for the respect for us, because we do what we do, because you guys out here are here for supporting us. Thank you guys for everything that you do, and thanks for bringing me in, and Martin as well. Let's have a good night tonight. Tomorrow night.
All right, everything's been super respectful. It's hard to pull trash talk out of you two leading up to this fight. Do you have a message for Martin van Staden for tomorrow night?
Hey, let's do what we love to do, and let's scrap and see what happens. It's gonna be a good night. Thanks for coming, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Dave. Let's bring in Simon Stevens. He's going to be backstage all night long at EFC 72 with the big interviews, and you've had a chance to have very intimate conversations with both of the main event fighters. What's going through your head leading up to this fight? How do you see it going down?
Sorry, everyone's kind of typifying this as a classic wrestler against striker, but it's way more than that. At this stage in their careers, Mazzani has some great stand-up. He's been knocking people left and right. Under Dennis Davis, his stand-up has improved drastically. And similarly, under Coach Kwan, Martin's jiu-jitsu has come along such a great way. So wherever it goes in the cage, it's going to be a fantastic event tomorrow night. It's going to be fight of the year, in my mind, without a shadow of a doubt. It's going to be a cracker.
Tumasong Madiba is back in the organization. It's been a long time coming. How do you think he's going to perform at EFC 72?
Well, great to see Tumi back. Tough job against Faiz. We know Faiz striking from range. It's going to be fantastic. I'll be interested to see if this fight goes to the ground. We know Tumi's wrestling is on point. Be interesting to see what Faiz has to say against Tumi on the feet.
There it is. Thank you so much, Simon. We look forward to seeing you on the night of the fight. And Graham Cartmill, finally, my last interview here. And Graham, what a big night here leading up to this. And we'll just start at the main event because everybody's talking about it. Who's going to walk out our lightweight champion? I think everybody's going to win in this matchup.
I'm not going to give who I think's going to win. All I know is in the build-up to these fights, I sit and I go through tons of information on the fighters. Guys, you have to realize that Martin van Staden, he says he's had 30-odd fights. 24 of those have been finishes. That is unprecedented. It's like a 90% finish rate. Dave Mazzani, on the other hand, is 87% finish rate. That means we are not going to a decision. We're not going to see 5 rounds. This is not going to be a boring fight. These guys are going out there to destroy. It's all respect. All respect. But put the respect aside, you have 2 superstars that are going to tear into each other tomorrow night. That's what it's about.
That's exactly what it's about. Graham Cartmill, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we hope to see everybody there at EFC 72, 9:30 Central African time. And all you have to do is go to EFCworldwide.com to look up your viewing information. Don't miss it. I'm Cyrus Fees. We'll see you at the fights.
What do you make of Dave's fight style, and how do you think that fight goes? How do you beat Dave Mazzani?
I'm looking forward to the challenge in Dave, but I will be victorious.
From the Grand West Casino in Cape Town, South Africa.
I want to fight Martin because we're gentlemen and we're going to go get it done.
On Saturday, the 11th of August.
It's time to knuckle up and throw down. It's over. Martin van Staden is a champion.
The EFC's most punishing force, Martin van Staden, defends his title against the USA's freight train of pain, Dave Mazzani.
Big shots by Mazzani.
Pain Train takes out the legend, Dave the Pain Train Mazzani.
EFC 72 on 11 August, Grand West, Cape Town. Tickets and broadcast information at EFCworldwide.com.